Go again. All right, there we go. Easy peasy. By the very last stream of this, it might actually just work normally. Have an epic final, like, 3 hours of gaming or something. Yeah, first mystery solved, yeah. Hey, Unishiwa. Okay, let's load the game. So this is thrilling conclusion number 2, or mystery number 2. So at the end of the last stream, we were trying to hand this bone over to this guy, Halligan, our mainish character. These, I guess, are both our main characters now. But the game was crashing. I did manage to get it to work once. We'll see if we can do it again. I was, again, trying to do this offline here. So I think we go bone to Halligan.
Mr. Halligan?
Okay, we just talk to him. Here we go. Come on.
I believe I've found something interesting about your bone.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, this bone was worked on with a sickle.
It crashed. That's annoying because that one did work when I tested it earlier. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird, to your point, Commander Robin, hello. The game always loads this spot right here, which is it's a completely different save. It's like the first save that I made. So I have to reload another save to get this to work. I don't know how I managed to do this.
Mr. Halligan gave it to me. Mr. Halligan?
I wonder if I can just skip through the text and be a little bit better.
I believe...
Go ahead. With a sickle.
Yes.
There we go.
And probably...
What makes you think that?
The bone bears notches matching the cutting form of a sickle to a T. And I found a trace of gold in one of the notches.
A golden sickle? Who would use a weapon like that in order to cut a human being to pieces?
That's what I asked myself as well. I found an interesting article which could help us. According to the historian Arthur Blake, the Britannic Druids carried out very bloody sacrificial rites. He found out that such rites took place at major celebrations of the Celts. He assumes that consecrated golden sickles were used for those rites.
And how does he know about these things?
He learned about it from old inscriptions he's translating at the moment. Interesting, huh?
Celts? Druids? Quite some time has passed since then, hasn't it?
Of course, but the descriptions in the article absolutely match the findings on your bone, Mr. Halligan. I'm sure the author of the article can help you.
Okay. So it looks like we can avoid the crashes if we just if we skip certain lines in the text. And it won't trigger, like, whatever weirdness calls out the crash. So that's good. So this is the furthest we've made it. And yeah, I guess because we've just dove into this, the first VOD is on YouTube if you want to see it in full. But ultimately, we are playing as kind of, I guess, both these characters now. But definitely we spent last time as Halligan, who's a detective working on something called the Skeleton Murders. Hopefully they're workshopping that name, kind of boring. But yeah, basically they found a bunch of bones in a park that appeared to be like have been burnt by some sort of maybe acid or something. We don't really know. And then we've just discovered that there's been gold embedded into one of the bones, and yeah, the sickle business here. So we're just investigating still.
What do you think? Could this Blake be right?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to make money with horror stories about ancient Britain, but the bone you've shown me would match his theory quite well.
Bit of a tune happening here.
Have you ever seen anything similar in your career?
Oh, Mr. Halligan, you don't know the Aztec skull walls. If you'd seen those, you'd consider your bone harmless.
Star
Maybe,
Wars.
but that was centuries ago. The victim of this murder was found this morning, and it was found in London. So you think this murder could be a ritual murder?
Yes, it would be possible. There are several occult sects and Satanists. They like checking their history books and adopting archaic rituals.
I just took a look at my like system thing here, and This game is using a lot of think power here right now. Hopefully we can kind of hang in there. It's ridiculous. I forgot about that. Oh, Frozen Spade, 245 consecutive. Good morning indeed. Holy cow.
I would like to ask you some questions about your work, just out of interest. What are all these strange things here in your lab?
They're things my father and I have brought back from various expeditions. They have to be catalogued, will then become part of the permanent exhibition of our museum. Some things are personal presents. We keep those, of course.
You see quite a lot of the world, don't you?
Yes, that's part of my job.
I'm going there now.
Mr. Halligan, I'm interested in this, particularly because of my job. I'd like to help you with your case. Would you take me with you?
Impossible. It's confidential police work. I have to see him on my own. I'm sorry.
I'm sure my knowledge would be to your advantage, Mr. Halligan, and I think it would be really interesting to work on a case like that.
Oh, when I think about it, perhaps that's not a bad idea at all. Perhaps there will be more examinations to be done. Okay, Miss Turner, let's do it like this. I'll keep you informed on the case. If I hear anything new or if I need your help, I'll contact you. What do you think?
All right. I'll see you later then.
Yeah, see you later. And thank you, Miss Turner.
The one person who's trying to be nice. Oh, the game crashed. Very good. The one person who's trying to be nice, he's like, actually, no, I don't want to hang out with you. Like, no wonder no one likes Halligan. All right, let's fire the game up again. I'll try to skip through that whole bit there. Who knows if this will work or not. Not looking good, though.
Mr. Halligan? I believe
Go.
Yeah, that's another crash. This game is very, very janky. Unfortunately, it might be too janky.
Mr. Halligan? I believe I found...
Go ahead.
Yeah, now it's just crashing constantly. Okay. That's not good. So I have a couple alternatives that will take me a minute to get set up. I'm going to try one other thing here. Right, this is the one before we go in.
That's a human femur. Mr. Halligan gave... Mr. Halligan?
Mr. Halligan.
I believe I...
Go ahead. With us?
Yes.
What make
The boat and I...
a go?
That's... He found... Yes.
And how?
He left... Of course, I'm sure...
What did you say that?
Blake.
Was there any?
I thought you...
Okay.
I'm going.
I'd like...
I'm
sure... And I...
okay. If I.
All right.
Yeah.
We also got the address on that one. Okay. Save. Let's save immediately. Okay. I think we might have to play this game a little bit like that, or we're just gonna have to make it work, because I don't think it's gonna be the cleanest bit. Okay, so we have the address. That's one thing we didn't get in the last run through there. We have the address and we have the sort of arrangement, we'll say, with what's her name again? I've already forgotten. The anthropologist. Starts with an M. I'll remember in due time. All right. Do we need to call anybody? Do we get a phone number, or is it just an address? Melanie. Melanie sounds right. Thank you.
Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here.
Oh, we're trying to call her.
Museum.
Imagine.
Okay.
Needy
Museum
much.
of African Studies, Museum of
Can't
Ancient
skip through this.
History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
I think we all just wanted to open up that yellow pages there. Okay, so let's see if we can meet this guy. I guess this author. Arthur Blake. Started doing a lot of driving. These things are not close.
Pretty out of the way.
Okay. Again, just for safety. Save. Resume. Okay. What do we have here? We've got the car we can look at. The door. So, the mailbox.
Looks like he made this letterbox himself.
Okay, we can't use it. Thank you, Archie. That's an appropriate emote for sure.
Mr. Blake's vehicle really is a vintage car, that's for certain.
What's funny is that also looks like the Druids guy, like the logo, like the main, like, yelling Druid guy, but all, like, bitrate, like, kablammed. Blurred out. So it kind of works. Okay, we have a punch in.
Not much to see. I hope he's in. Not much to see. I hope he's in.
We look. So, accessible door. You'll love to see it. Okay, doesn't seem to matter. All right, I guess we'll use the buzzer. Thanks for the giant emote.
Mr. Blake?
Yes?
My name's Brent Halligan. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard. I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Scotland Yard? What's this about? Is something wrong?
I'd rather we discuss this in private. Do you mind if I come in?
I'm not sure. What's happened? Is there a problem with one of my publications?
No, sir. I'm investigating a murder case. Perhaps you could help me? It really won't take very long.
Murder? Awful.
Murder.
But what's it got to do with me?
Mr. Blake, I'd really prefer it if we could go somewhere a little more private. May I come in?
Well, yes, certainly. Come on in.
It's obviously very public where he is in the middle of the woods. Oh, this is a straight up punch in. Okay, what do we have? The clock. Could be one. It looks like one big hitbox.
An old pendulum clock with a Roman face.
Is that it? Guess that's the whole thing there.
An oil painting. Not quite to my taste.
What's the music doing there? Holy cow, is that like a really isn't to his taste? He's having a panic attack based on the score.
Books. A lot of books. And they're almost all historical works. Books. A lot of books.
Okay, I worry that this is going to turn into a puzzle. I'm really hoping that that's not the case. Are all of these just... Yeah, okay. At the moment, just a punch in with a look. Hey, Krelos.
That's a pretty good map of the world, considering how old it is.
Okay. That's fun. Anybody else in here?
I'd better not sit down. Might create a bad impression.
I mean, probably...
That armchair looks really comfortable. I could do with one of them in my office.
Don't want to make a bad impression as Halligan. It's probably a healthy thing for him to sort of learn.
You're the author of a book on Druids, am I right?
Yes, quite correct. In fact, I'm just working on a revised version for the next edition. But what makes you so interested in my book?
I'm currently investigating a series of
music.
murders in London. I've made some interesting discoveries that I'd like to discuss with you.
What series of murders are we talking about?
The skeleton murders. You may have read about them in the papers.
Oh, yes. Of course. Terrible business.
Mr. Blake, I believe there may be some sort of ritual behind these murders.
Well, what makes you think that?
Dr. Turner from the Anthropological Museum in Oxford examined one of the last victim's bones for me. She found residual traces of gold on it and round notches.
Round notches, you say?
Yes. Does that mean anything to you? Doesn't your book on Druids mention ritual killings for which a golden sickle was used?
True. Are you saying these murders are based on the same ritual?
That's what I've come to ask you.
But that's impossible. It can't be true. My God. It would be unthinkable. It would confirm all my translations. I've been researching the history of the Druids for 30 years now.
The history
I've
of the
never
Druids.
yet found proof of my greatest
mystery.
fears.
Your greatest fears?
Yes, the perfection of the final ritual, the final confirmation of the Druids' power.
The hand motions for this guy are top notch, top tier. Powerful stuff. Kind of talks like a sports announcer. He does. He's got that voice. Definitely. And Elway throws it deep. Touchdown. Yeah, this would be a pretty... That song, I don't know if it's over now. I guess we're just out of music now. But that would be... It was definitely an interesting... There's some good music in here, but not all of it's appropriate for the moment. Like, we're just sitting there looking at a globe, which is apparently not important to what we're doing right now. And it's like, dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doop. Like we're, I don't know, hacking into the mainframe over here. Hey, Osaku, thanks for the good luck. We're going to need it.
Tell me more about the Druids.
Well, the Druids were Celtic priests. They were highly respected scholars, responsible for preserving the Celtic religion and science. Their main tasks included conducting sacrificial rituals, medicine, astronomy, and justice. Experts now believe that Druidism began in ancient Britain and spread from there to the European continent, especially to Gaul. The first definite evidence of the Druids' existence goes back to 500 BC.
That's a long time ago.
Quite. And for at least 500 years from then on, the Druids were the most important class of Celtic society.
What happened then?
Well, with Britain and Gaul being conquered by the Romans, the Druids were quickly suppressed. Their doctrine was abolished and replaced by Roman tenets. In the end, Christianity took over. And by around 1000 AD, Druidism seems to have vanished.
There you go. Yeah, the reading of this is interesting. Yeah, two people in a row who haven't completely rejected him, only partially, which is great for Halligan.
What did the Druids and their followers believe in?
Well, that's not so very easy to explain. Like the Romans and the Greeks, the Celts had a number of gods to whom various functions were ascribed. They paid homage to these gods with rituals and sacrifices. Many of their cult rituals were performed for the stars and the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Their religious acts always took place in forests, usually in a clearing or at some other prominent location. The Druids didn't start building their temples until they had met the Romans.
What were their rituals like?
Well, they mainly made sacrifices on special occasions. Druids would burn plants and twigs to transfer them into the realm of the divine.
That doesn't sound so terrible.
No, but they also sacrificed animals, mostly rams or pigs. Roman writers even mention cruel human sacrifices, crucifixions, decapitations, and regular slaughters on the altar.
What? Oh, that's horrific.
Not all of these stories are based on definite facts, Mr. Halligan.
I'd like to know more about the four elements.
The Druids regarded the four elements as the material of which the world is made. They invoked the elements and used them for their rituals. There were only three proper elements: air, water, and earth. Fire, the fourth element, existed solely for the purpose of transferring one of the three basic elements into another.
What do you mean?
Well, solids or liquids become gaseous through fire. Gas can be turned into liquid form with the help of fire. Take a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, for example. Fire, therefore, represents transformation, the transferal of one element into a new condition.
That sounds pretty complicated.
I suppose it does when you first hear it, but it's actually quite simple.
Yes, well, that's what my colleague Chris Hecker always tries to tell me whenever he starts lecturing me about chemistry.
Quite right, Mr. Halligan. I shouldn't bore you with such details.
After we asked him to bore us with the details.
What's this final ritual all about?
This is the text I wrote down during my travels through England and France. You know, when you travel through the country, you can feel that many locals still believe in the old Celtic customs. A group of farmers in the south of England let me copy the inscriptions on a megalith that stands in a field there. They claim that there used to be a huge Druid temple close to their house, but there's nothing left of it now. Whatever. I managed to translate the text, at least in part.
Okay, Mr. Blake, please come to the point. What does it say?
It says that the last of the Druids saw the fall of their priesthood coming in the year 1000 AD. In the confusion surrounding the final destruction of the Order, a demonic superior Druid seized power, using his knowledge of Druid magic, not for the good of his people and to honor the gods, but to submit all of mankind to his rule. In order to secure the survival of the Druids' tradition, and to complete his devilish work, he organized a final ritual, transferring the knowledge and power of the last of the Druids to 5 infants. These infants have always been referred to as the inheritors.
Go on.
The inscription says that the ritual was not entirely completed. I've not yet been able to discover why. But from what I've learnt, the inheritors are strong and powerful enough to one day complete the ritual by themselves.
Okay. It must have been the babies that we saw. Hey, Electric Dragon. Yeah, Professor Exposition. I think that's definitely the name here. Also, every time this arm moves, there's like a weird angle along with the 3D sort of like, I don't know, the way it looks, where it suddenly looks like it has like no arm for a second, or like a little chicken arm. It's really weird. It's very distracting.
What happened to the Druids after 1000 AD?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Halligan. Scientists are still arguing on that point. Some suspect that many Druids simply became priests in the Christian church. After all, Christian priests took over the position in society that had formerly been reserved for the Druids. They simply changed their jobs.
And secretly continued their own religion?
That's not unlikely. They certainly influenced the Christian church. That we do know. Some experts believe that the Druids' order never ceased to exist. That's where the myth surrounding the final ritual comes in. It supposedly took place 1,000 years ago.
I guess those babies are 1,000 years old now.
Right. But what have these murders got to do with the myth?
Well, that's just it, Mr. Halligan. I haven't told you the whole story yet.
There's more?
Yes. The inscriptions explain that the Druids' inheritors require the life force of other people to complete the ritual.
I see. And how do they do that?
According to legend, the flesh has to be cut off the bones of living humans and to be eaten. Only then can their life force be transferred.
You mean the victims of these skeleton murders were practically eaten alive by cannibals?
By Druids. Yes.
I don't believe it.
The worst is yet to come, Mr. Halligan.
What?
Oh boy.
What could possibly be worse than that?
If such skeletons have been found in London, bearing marks of a golden sickle, it can only mean one thing. The inheritors are preparing for the perfection of their final ritual.
Which means?
The myth says, once the ritual has been completed, the world will become a place governed by evil. Dark magic will be unleashed upon the world, and mankind will have but one choice: to obey or to die.
Great. And you really believe all that?
I believe it's possible. You know, Mr. Halligan, I'm not a superstitious man, but I've spent enough time studying Druidism to know that more goes on between heaven and earth than we can possibly imagine.
I quite agree.
You see, and the skeletons that have been found within the past few months fit in perfectly with the Druids' sacrificial rites. The day of the ritual's perfection is drawing near. Of that I'm certain. What we're looking at right now is just the beginning. Before we're through, more people will die, and the inheritors will soon be strong enough.
What can we do about it?
Time is running out, Mr. Halligan. You must find the inheritors and put them out of action.
Okay, that's taking an interesting turn, huh? Hey, you wrote this article about this thing, and now it's like, actually, yeah, this is all happening. This is real. Cannibalistic babies running around London of pure evil. Hey, Grobeck. Yeah, the game show thing. Somebody mentioned earlier that it was like kind of like a sportscaster type of thing, but I think game show was it. Let's check behind door number 1. Oh, a ritualistic cannibalistic murder. What could have you won there? Oh, a golden sickle. Does he know anything about voodoo as well? I'm sure he's got an opinion.
That's an easy thing to say, but how can I?
There may be a way. During my latest research, I came across something very interesting. If the story I've heard is true, then there's a certain item that was extremely important for the ritual 1,000 years ago.
What is it?
A piece of jewelry mentioned in the old inscriptions, the Amulet of Transformation. You should try to gain possession of that amulet.
The Amulet of Transformation? What's its purpose?
I don't know, Mr. Halligan. Nobody does. All I do know is that the myth says it's important for the completion of the ritual. If you find the amulet, you may be able to prevent the ritual.
Okay.
How did you find out about the amulet?
My work led to the discovery of a connection between the Druids of Gaul and Britain. It seems there was a small group of British Druids who fled to France when the ritual failed.
What for?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to save the amulet. I found out that a 13th century despotic French nobleman somehow gained possession of the amulet. I found a picture of him in an old archive.
Really? Let me see.
My daughter drew this. It's pretty good, right? Got a little no smoking chain on. Okay. What am I supposed to do here?
Well, he doesn't look particularly friendly. Was he a druid?
Well, he must have had something to do with the Druids, but I really can't tell you how he gained possession of the amulet. However, he is the only clue that I can possibly give you as to the whereabouts of the amulet. I suggest that you make your way to Carmore. With any luck, you may find more clues leading to the amulet there.
Okay. Carmore, you say?
All right, Mr. Blake. I'll get going immediately.
Take care of yourself, Mr. Halligan. Good luck.
Sudden broken sword, I feel like. All right, so let's just call this amulet. And we'll make a fresh save here just in case something goes horribly wrong. We know it will. And that is that. Yeah, probably. Getting some representation,
Well,
no doubt.
what can I do for you? You can ask me anything you want.
One more trivia question, yeah. Geez, some personal questions in here. I guess we should ask things, right?
You're the author of a book on druids, am I right?
Yes, quite correct. In fact, I'm just working on a revised version for the next edition. But what makes you so interested in my book?
I'm currently investigating a series of murders in London.
Yeah, we
I've
just
made
talked
some
about this.
interesting discoveries that I'd like to discuss with you.
What series of murders are we talking about?
The skeleton murders. You may have read about them in the paper.
Oh, yeah, terrible.
Mr. Blake,
Well, what makes
Doctor, she found
round?
Yeah, doesn't
True.
That's
This
what
is literally just the same conversation we just had. All right, we've done this.
Tell me, Mr. Blake, why are you in a wheelchair?
Oh, that's a sad story. I was attacked a few years back.
Attacked? Who by?
I don't know. It was after an autograph session for my first book about the Druids. A group of men were lying in wait for me and beat me up.
Why? Had you had a disagreement with someone?
No, not that I know of. They just beat me up. Without warning, and without saying a single word. Then they left me lying there, calm as anything. They just strolled away.
That's terrible. Who could they have been?
What?
Do you know what they looked like?
They were dressed all in black and wearing dark sunglasses. That's all I remember. It all happened so fast.
And you've been in a wheelchair ever since?
Yes. I can't drive anymore, and I find my work very strenuous. I'll be grateful if I ever manage to finish my new book.
Jeez. Yeah, Druid Mafia, yeah. All right, so I think we've
Thank you, Mr. Blake. That's all
kind
for
of
now.
You're welcome, Mr.
Check the
Halligan.
sound here.
Good luck.
Okay. Now that we have that amazing story, let's just again save. I guess that's everything we could really learn here. So now we need to find the amulet. We need to go to this other location, I suppose. I guess we're going to Portsmouth? Okay. Oh no, we're going... Oh, right. I guess we're going to France, right? I do want to say this. I love that Scotland Yard's like, Halligan, we're not allowing you to have a proper telephone because you're racking too much of a cost up making phone calls. We will approve you going all over the country and into another country. Like the gas cost of this must have been insane. These are not like small trips by any matter. That's fine. Anyway. By boat. Hello. Look at this guy.
Hello, Captain.
Bonjour.
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
No, I think I'll stay here for a bit.
Very well.
Guess we'll see.
Hello,
2
Captain.
hours, eh?
Bonjour.
Do you know the castle of Carmore? I say.
I might.
I might.
Well, do you know the castle or don't you? You're not being very talkative.
No.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, back to regular old Halligan again. Yeah, why are you disabled? I've been sent all the way from central London. I've been sent all the way from central London to get this down. I'm not going to do anything about it. I just need to know why. Also, there's been some murders. And that's a good point, Vinod. We have done some horrible things already. Hey, NJ Bud. Am I having a blast so far? Yes, the game is great. In that it's a mess. The only thing I'm struggling with, which should be no surprise to anybody, is just getting it to run and continue to run. That's the part I'm struggling with. But so far, so good, knock on wood.
Good day to you, monsieur.
Shush, 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 silence.
Tell me, my good man, which way is the castle?
Castle? Oh, you mean the burnt down mound of rubble on the outskirts of the village, I suppose?
Yes, that's it.
What do you want to go there for? There's nothing to see there.
I just want to take a look around. So, which way do I go?
Oh, that's simple. Just follow the road through the village, past the crossroads, and straight ahead. Keep going for about 3 kilometers, then you can't miss it.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the Lord of the Castle of Carmore?
Yes, of course. My parents used to tell me about him in order to scare me when I wouldn't go to bed. For the children of Carmore, the Lord was a kind of bogeyman, you know. Our parents used to tell us horror stories about him.
What did they say?
That villagers used to vanish, that the Lord would catch and kill little children. They told me, Pierre, sleep now, or the Lord will come and get you. I remember it as if it had been yesterday.
Just saw the Bonnie treat that came in a little bit ago. See if we can get her in here after this conversation. Hey, Umbar.
Have you ever been to the castle as an adult?
Yes, a couple of times. We needed stones for our new stable. But I don't mind telling you, I wasn't too happy out there.
Good parenting. I mean, hey, fear works.
What did people believe would happen if the Lord came to get you?
You'd be killed and fed to the Lord's hounds. At least, that's what my parents told me.
That's not much of a bedtime story to tell a small boy.
True, but it worked. We kept away from the castle after dark, believe me.
Was the Lord such an evil character then?
Oh, yes, so I've heard. They say he murdered his entire family, not to mention half the household. He was a madman, but I don't remember many details of the old stories.
So the castle burnt down, did it?
Yes, that's right. I think it happened in some war or other, or during the Inquisition. But that was hundreds of years ago.
What do you know about the castle?
Ah, not much. It's supposed to have belonged to a rich family around here many centuries ago. As a child, I used to play in the ruins with my friends, but it's not really safe to go walking around in the rubble.
Why is that?
It's in danger of collapsing, my friend. Anyway, it's pretty creepy out there, especially in the cemetery. There's not much left of the castle nowadays. Local farmers use the ruin as a quarry when they need stones for their houses. There's just a few bits of rubble left, that's all.
All right.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
This game is so cool. All right. Make a safety save. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the dog on here. She's been in one of those moods where she's like, I think I'd rather take my my treat in bed rather than having to come in here, but that's Bonnie for you. Here we go. Thank you very much. This is Osaku. Thank you for the treat. What are you doing in there, Bon? Just napping? Oh yeah, I think the yawn says it all. Sleepy dog today. Thank you for the treat or redemption, Osaku. Back to the Cougar engine runtime. Okay. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Barrels.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Okay. Good to know.
Carmore. A picturesque little place.
Okay.
A de chevaux. Probably the fisherman's.
Apparently we can run to it. That's interesting.
Small sailing boats. There doesn't seem to be much of a fishing industry here anymore.
Okay. I guess we can just leave. Okay. I like that the car has been replaced by some rocks. All right, this must be it.
This must be the castle. Or rather what's left of it. Pretty creepy.
Pretty creepy. Cool. Save.
Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed. Looks like this used to be a tower,
But
it's collapsed.
Oh, it has collapsed. Yeah, fair enough. So we can enter in from over here. These types of scenes are always tricky for me because everything is like green and brown, which means I can't see anything.
The ceiling of the tower has caved in.
Okay, it doesn't look like I can do anything over there. I guess we just go in. Not seeing anything else either. Just making sure none of this like weird stuff lying on the ground that just appears to be random 3D stuff isn't like an item or something. Okay. We'll head in a little bit here. We got a nice little tree. That is nice. Good old tree. Is there anything to do in here? Is there anything even selectable on the screen? We run over to the tower or something? Huh. Weird. Okay. Maybe I'm missing something, but...
The ceiling of the tower has caved in.
I don't think there's anything specific that we need to use here, I don't think. Because we do have some items in our inventory we'll need to be weary
The
of.
ceiling of the tower has caved.
Oh, we can keep going this way. Okay. Go on. Would have been like hours of lost time if I didn't notice that. Okay, so we've got a stairway down. Does not look like we can go any further back, although we've got this.
A tower. This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed. A tower. This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed.
It sounds like it literally was a fortress. I think that's a pretty good... Oh, where did we go there? That was weird. Okay, down the steps. Sprinting down the steps like a madman. Oh, this is the cemetery.
It's locked. An iron gate.
Okay. We definitely don't have a key. Do we have any way? We don't have any lock-picking items. I can't imagine.
Some tufts of grass from the place where the bones were found. In a bag, for evidence. A matchbox. Still half full. My case file. It's locked. It's locked.
Okay. Seems like a dead end, I guess, for now. Maybe we have to ask people about the, about access to this?
An iron gate.
We don't have any of the classic adventure game sort of, like, tropes in terms of getting things open. There's no... We don't have a lockpick kit. We don't have, I don't know, credit card, crowbar, hammer. Honestly, anything that could be used as sort of a blunt instrument.
Iron gate. An iron gate. An iron gate. An iron gate.
And it looks like this is
An iron
all
gate.
one thing. There's not like a keyhole specific hotspot.
An iron gate. It's locked.
Oh, hang on. There's a bird. It's just part of the background, I guess. That's cool. This game is so funny. Like, there are moments where I'm like, this could be good. You know what I mean? Like, this is sort of an interesting, like, kind of idea here. But then we randomly run into other pieces where it's like, oh, what are we doing? This was not as successful. All right, I'm going to head back to the map, I guess. Maybe by seeing
Carmore.
the gate,
Picturesque
maybe
little
we can
place.
get a different conversation with somebody.
Hello, I'm back.
Damn quiet, I said. Are you trying to frighten the fish off?
Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I was miles away. I've had a look round the area. I've been to the ruin.
And what do you think of our little village?
It's nice. But I've got a few more questions regarding our last talk.
Oh, well, go ahead and ask, but please,
Quietly. Right?
precisely, my friend. You learn quickly.
I'd like to speak to you about fishing.
What would you like to know?
I like your fishing rod. It's a beauty.
Yes, nice, isn't it? It's an enhanced fiberglass telescope ultralight 47, the latest model.
That's pretty fancy.
Do you mind if I hold your fishing rod for a while?
Sorry, my friend. It was very expensive. I spent 800 francs on it, and I'm not going to let anyone else touch it.
Could you give me one of your fish?
On a normal day, I would, but I just haven't been able to catch enough today.
How many fish have you caught?
Well, not a single one, my friend.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, precisely. I must try to catch some now, otherwise I will have nothing to offer this evening.
You're planning to sell the fish?
No. I have visitors coming this evening, you understand?
I see. I suppose there's nothing doing then.
Sorry. Why don't you just buy a fishing rod of your own and come and join me? Who knows? If you're nice and quiet, you may be lucky.
What are you planning to catch?
You may not believe me, but I've caught all kinds of things here. You know, I've caught pike 5 meters long, with eyes like plates and razor-sharp teeth. That's why I bought this rod. The last one was pulled clean out of my hands by one of those beasts.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Of course, it's the truth. I swear it. I even had some photos of one of those fish, but I'm afraid I lost them. They fell into the water, right here.
And now there's not a shred of evidence to support your story. That is a pity.
Don't you believe me? Ask Capitaine Deneuve. He will confirm it. I often show him the fish that I catch.
Like, what does it matter to Halligan at all? But he's like, oh, so you're lying to me, huh? It's like...
It still sounds rather fishy to me.
My friend,
No.
you came to speak to me, not the other way around. If you're not going to believe me, you may as well leave me alone. I don't have to talk to you, you see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem. You're welcome.
Hello, I'm back.
Damn quiet, I said. Are you trying to frighten the fish off?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've had a...
And?
Oh, quiet.
Precise.
That's... is there anything else?
I'd like-
What? The fishing here.
Are there many fish here? Have you caught anything?
When it is quiet enough that...
Why?
You bet. A single murmur and I'll have to sit here for an hour longer waiting for them.
Why are you fishing right here?
The ship's propellers whirl up a lot of plankton, which attracts the fish. Once the ferry has settled, I can often get a good catch.
Isn't this rather a noisy place for the fish?
Nah, the only time it's noisy is when the ferry's in. Other than that, it's really quiet. Unless, of course, people come up and bother me with too many questions, my friend.
Yeah, immediately regretted it, yeah.
What do you do with the fish?
Well, what do you think? I throw the little ones back in, and the big ones get eaten.
You eat these fish?
Of course. Why not?
Well, this water looks pretty murky to me.
No. This water is clean, and the fish are first class. Carmore used to be famous for its fishing industry, you know.
But they didn't fish with rods, did they?
Certainly not. There used to be a whole fleet of trawlers. But practically all the fishing businesses around here were forced to close down a while back.
I like it.
Yes.
What do you...
You may not... That's...
Do you expect...
Of course. They fell in...
And that is it?
Don't you believe... Ask Cap...
So I wanted to ask about the captain here.
Capitaine Deneuve? Who's that?
Oh, you don't know him? He captains the ferry that brought you here. He's over there, on board. He's experienced a lot and has been all over the place. He knows a lot of stories. Incredible stories.
Oh? Like what, for example?
You'll have to ask him that yourself. I never really listen properly when he starts spinning his yarns. He's bound to tell you a story or two. You just have to know how to deal with him.
How to deal with him. It's interesting the difference in the translations here, like from the text over to the actual, what they had the voice actor say. Pretty interesting.
How to deal with him? What do you mean?
Not so loud, please.
Because of the fish?
No, because of Capitaine Deneuve. He might hear us.
And?
Look, I'll tell you something. Deneuve's a bit strange. He insists on being addressed by his title. It's how do you call it? A peculiarity of his.
Oh? Why is that?
He's an old sea dog from a real old seafaring family. Some ancestor of his served in Napoleon's fleet. He himself used to go out to sea doing the real thing. Got a master's certificate and all that. Seen the world, so he says. These days he just captains the ferry. but he still insists on people using his title. He says his rank should still command people's respect.
Oh, well, if that's all, I don't mind. What do I have to call him, then?
Monsieur le Capitaine Charles de Neuve. That's his full title. He'll appreciate that.
Got it. Thanks for the hint.
This guy is, like, making me question my own posture.
I have to go. Good luck with your fishing.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, I think that's everything that we had there. All right, well, I guess we'll try talking to this guy then with this in mind. Let me make a save.
Excuse me.
What?
You're Monsieur le Capitaine Charles de Neuve, aren't you?
Yes, that is correct, my boy. Charles de Neuve, Captain of the Merchant Navy of France. How do you know my name?
I've been talking to a friend of yours, the fisherman over there at the jetty.
Pierre? Ah, yes, old Pierre. I expect he has been telling you about his pike, the one that was 5 meters long.
Yes, he did. Pierre says you're from Carmore, like he is. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. I grew up here. As a youngster, I wanted to be a fisherman and used to work on my father's trawler. Later, I went to naval college to become a captain of the Merchant Navy of France. I have a small house at the end of the road, just behind Francois' Bistro.
Tell me more about Pierre.
I meet him almost every day. He doesn't have much to do these days. Not since the fishing industry went down the drain.
So he's a fisherman, is he?
He used to have 3 trawlers and 5 employees. But nobody wants French fish anymore these days. They're too expensive. Now he spends his days sitting at the jetty, catching a few fish for himself and his friends to eat. They meet round at his place practically every evening and talk about old times, when they used to go out on their trawlers every day.
I don't know. I'm trying to, like, make sense of the accent here, because there's, like, moments where I'm like, okay. There's other parts where it's like, it's interesting. Interesting performance.
How long does he sit there fishing?
Until I come back with my last load of passengers. Since he's had that fishing rod, he sometimes sits there even longer. If I have time, we go over to Francois' place when I'm finished for the day.
Doesn't he have anything better to do?
No, not much. None of the villagers here has much to do, since business is so bad nowadays. Pierre has a small farm which supplies him with all he needs. A few years back, he built himself a small stable next to his house, where he keeps a few animals. His life is rather boring, really. That's why he's always pleased when I tell him a few stories.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
Monsieur le Capitaine?
What can I do for you?
No, I've changed my mind. I guess just so we can get out of the conversation that way.
I've got a few more questions concerning our last conversation.
All right. Ask me anything you like, my boy.
Pierre says you're...
Yeah, later, I have a...
You used to work for the Merchant Navy?
Yes. I have been to practically every single port all over the world, from New York to Zanzibar, from Rotterdam to Cape Town. I have sailed all known and unknown oceans, rivers, backwaters, lakes, and canals. I have seen things no other man on earth has ever seen.
Sounds exciting.
Yes. But all that was a long
Yes.
time ago. In a few years' time, I shall retire and begin working on my memoirs.
Okay.
And now you only captain the ferry from Carmore to Portsmouth.
Yes, that's right. Is there anything
Why is
wrong
he
with
such
that?
a jerk?
Don't you like talking to people who only captain ferries? It's an important job. People need ferries. Because it just so happens there's a lot of water between the islands and the continent. And somebody has to steer those ferries. But I don't suppose a landlubber like you would understand that.
I didn't mean to offend you.
Yes,
Captain.
you did.
That's Monsieur le Capitaine Charles de Neuve to you, my boy. You'd better get a bit dry behind the ears before you start talking to seasoned sailors. Got that?
Yes, sir.
I should think so, too.
He is the worst. Halligan stinks.
Oh, well, thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got... P.S.
Yeah, later.
You...
I
Sounds...
but
This is really annoying because the way that these dialogue trees work, you have to like sometimes re-engage entirely to be able to go down those other paths. So that's why this is happening. In case anyone's watching this for the first time, it's pretty annoying.
Your memoirs? That sounds interesting.
Oh, yes, my boy. I've seen a lot, you know. Disasters, storm tides, elements, mysteries.
Really?
Ooh, of the
Would
Druids,
you tell
perhaps?
me more?
I have seen ships disappear in the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh.
I saw the Prince of Egypt sink. I witnessed the accident of the Pride of Paris in Cape Town Harbor.
You were in all those places?
Of course. And that's not all. I have seen tsunamis 40 meters high and octopuses with 16 tentacles.
I thought octopuses only had 8 tentacles.
Quite, my boy, quite. I have seen things a common landlubber, no offense, my boy, cannot even begin to imagine. Octopuses with twice the normal number of tentacles. What do you say to that?
Well,
little
that's quite incredible.
Okay, I mean, this is what we really want to get at, right?
What do you know about the castle of Carmore?
The castle. The castle is shrouded in greater mystery than the darkest secrets I have ever experienced or heard of.
That's saying something.
Precisely, my boy. After all, I have seen and heard more than most mortals could ever dream of. But none of it is as mysterious as the story of the castle of Carmore and its evil owner.
Go on.
Tell me more about the castle.
The castle of Carmore was once the home of a good and righteous lord. Around 1000 A.D., the Druids came there. You've heard of the Druids, I take it?
Oh, yes. Quite a lot, in fact.
Bit of a mystery.
Go
but-
on. Where did these Druids come from?
They were the last of the Druids from Britain.
Really?
Yes, really, my boy.
Do you know why they came to the castle?
They entrusted the Lord and his family with the safekeeping of something of great value to them.
What was it?
Nobody ever found out, my boy.
All right, what happened then?
The item remained in the family's possession for generations. But then the castle went to a descendant of the family who was not good and righteous, but cruel and mean. The evil lord of Carmore.
Was that what he was called?
That's what he has been called for centuries. He was a tyrant and a murderer. He enjoyed killing and held satanic ceremonies at the castle. Villagers would disappear from Carmore and never be seen again. They say he was executed during the Inquisition.
They didn't expect it. Interesting. That's a good redemption there. I'll have to add that after the stream.
How do you know all this?
From age-old stories that people tell around here. Children heard them from their parents, who in turn had been told them by their own parents. They were handed down through the generations. Sometimes, people even come here from town. People like you, asking about the old stories. Writers, researchers, all sorts. We even had a real aristocrat here from England once. He was very interested in the castle.
Do you know his name?
No, I've forgotten. It was quite a while ago.
What did the man want?
He said he'd lost something out at the ruin. A necklace,
Ooh,
a family
there we go.
heirloom. It seems to have been very important to him. The 5 of them spent days searching the ruins.
5?
Yes, there were 5 of them. They rented rooms above the bistro. 5 bigwigs in smart suits. One even had a uniform on.
Did they find the necklace?
No, I don't think so. They left after a couple of days.
Interesting.
They were giant babies.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
Okay, there's one
Monsieur
other
le
I
Capitaine,
think
what
thing
ca-
we need to check here.
I've got a...
I
Oh shoot! You hit escape an extra time.
Sound.
but
Resets it.
Your man?
No.
Really?
I have
You were an...
of
I thought...
quite what
Well... Do Do you know any more
This is
stories?
the other part here.
Of course, my logs are full of them. Take the story of Nantucket Island, for instance. I was stranded there for a number of years. Would you like to hear it?
Is it a long story?
Like I said, I spent a number of years there.
Some other time, maybe.
All right, so I think we got what we needed there.
Thank you, Monsieur le Capitaine. You've been a great help.
You're welcome, my boy.
So my thought here is he can't remember that these 5 folks, but maybe this guy does. Maybe we have to kind of just go back and forth until we
Excuse
get
me,
an
Pierre.
answer.
Yes? Now what?
You forgot to tell me to be quiet.
I'd like to speak to you about the castle of Carmore.
I've told you all I know about it.
Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes?
I'd like to ask you something about Capitaine Deneuve.
Have you spoken to him?
Yes, I have. And you were right. He's a very strange man. Can you really believe everything he says?
Well, I'm not sure, quite honestly. He's a sailor, and they're always full of stories. 50 years at sea are a long time. Enough time to experience a great deal, and for a lot of things to become a bit muddled up in one's mind.
He certainly seems to say some strange things.
I don't think all his stories are true, but there's a core of truth in many of them. You'll have to make up your own mind which of his stories to believe.
I mean, we're trying to get the piece on the people upstairs.
Is he a friend of yours?
Friend? Well, I've seen him almost every day for a number of years. He captains the ferry, I do my fishing. When he's finished for the day, we sometimes go over to the bistro for a glass of pastis. Yes, now I come to think of it, I suppose we are friends.
And you get on well with each other?
Congrats.
I should think it's pretty difficult being friends with a man like him.
Oh, we get on rather well, really. We don't talk much, you know. If anything, he does the talking, spins his yarns. The only thing about him that sometimes drives me crazy is his damned cat.
The captain has a cat.
Yes. He lets her out here on the jetty in the morning and takes her back in at night. And the damned beast spends all day slinking around here.
You don't like cats?
I hate cats. They steal the fish from my bucket or get tangled up in my fishing line. Deneuve's creature has often knocked my bucket of bait over, and I've had to go and get some more. I've told him hundreds of times to take the animal on the ferry with him, but he just won't do it.
What a weird problem to have. Okay.
Why does he only captain a small ferry nowadays?
He used to command a large merchant ship, but then he was dismissed. I think it was because he drank. He missed Cape Town harbour in the fog.
That could have happened to anyone, drink or no drink.
Yes, but it so happens that with him, it was drink. He was actually seeing double. In the fog, he saw the shadowy outlines of 2 bays and ordered his helmsman to set course for the one on the right.
And that was the wrong one?
Exactly. There was no right-hand bay. The port had 1 bay, not 2. But you'd better keep that to yourself. He gets pretty embarrassed if anyone mentions it.
I understand.
Immediately go and tell him on it.
I'd like to speak to you about
I've told...
I don't think there's anything else, right?
What do you...
Not as a...
Why is that?
Any... There's not... There's just...
Have you...
Yes, my pet for the children of Calm.
What did...
That they...
This we've already gone through. I just trying to see if there's anything else.
Have you...
Yes,
I have to...
thank you.
I guess not.
If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
Oh, the cat is now... Okay.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Is this all related to trying to get this guy's, like... So I guess the hunch, and this is... I'm literally grasping at straws here, but the fact that the cat's here, this guy is now established as hating cats, and we had a very unrelated conversation about how there's a bunch of stuff in the water, possibly, like all kinds of valuable stuff. Are we to believe that, like, the amulet is in the water, and we need the cat to knock something over to be able to get access to it? It's that would be crazy. Yeah, to save a good shout there. That's kind of hilarious.
I take it these drums contain fuel. Monsieur le Capitaine?
What can I do for you?
This game is pretty unhealthy for my brain because it's like when you play games like this, you're always trying to like put pieces together and like connect things so that you kind of know what the actual puzzle is, but I like kind of don't trust this game to do that. So we might like I can't get too lost in the sauce as I kind of run through here.
I've got a few more questions.
Oh,
P.S.
yeah.
Oops.
Tell me. So
He used now they meet.
thank
You. What can I?
I've got. P.S.
Yeah. Later. I have.
You
I
sound.
yeah, but all.
You're
No.
real. You were.
Of
I thought.
quite.
Just checking to
Well-
see if there's anything new hidden in here.
You know.
Take the story.
Is it?
Alright, so that's the same. Have to save, rude. Hey, Grumpy. Yeah, this one is like particularly punishing because the game
Excuse me,
can
Pierre?
crash
Yes?
at any
Now
given
what?
moment. So it truly is a safety save. Like,
I'd like to.
Have you?
Yes.
What?
yeah, I guess this. So that cat is like in a. It's part of the background. So it's not like click on it quick or anything like that. I think that we need to. I'm assuming we need to do something else. And the only hint that we got is we can't move too quick. Okay, we can go behind here. That's interesting. Why? There's nothing over here.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
I like that you can see him through the crack here. He's phasing through. Yeah, no one levitating quite yet, Stripes, but there's still time. I'm assuming there's nothing different here. We'll do a quick just once over here and see if anything's changed. The only real note we had on the cemetery was that it was creepy. Not particularly helpful, but certainly true, I guess. There's more to come. Let's go. Yeah, there's no, from what I understand, there's no dead ends or like deaths or anything like that. Maybe there's deaths, I guess, but there should be no dead man walking situations from what people have told me, which is a relief. But yeah, it's definitely the game itself is a walking problem, I guess.
It's locked.
Maybe we can get the key from the water. We have to fish out the key. That could be something. But yeah. Okay, so if we come up from this side, there is no cat. Let's do a test. If I talk to the captain, nothing. If I talk to this guy, cat. Well, we are kind of phasing into the background a little bit in this scene. It's not as egregious as some of the other things that we've seen. So if it's... Do we have to, like, make...
That doesn't work. I take it these drums contain fuel.
We don't do this.
Better not light that.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we need to, like, make some noise, like, hit this or something, and then it runs over. Doesn't really look like we have a lot of options, though, huh?
That won't feel different with gloves either. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Oh, hello. Okay. Interesting. Is this like a timing thing then, where we need to... This is sort of weird, right? Because, again, the cat does not appear to... I guess I don't know this for sure, but based on how it's animated, it looks like it's part of the background. I find it peculiar that we can stand behind all this stuff, which is why I'm like, I wonder if maybe when it comes through here, we can maybe start... We can come out and it'll run that way, although I would expect it probably to just run, make a break for it over here, but... I'm gonna try standing in its way and see what happens. What is this? What is this puzzle? I'm assuming this is a puzzle. This would be insanity if it's just like, let's do some world building and we'll just talk about this cat. This really annoying cat. It has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, the cat's supposed to be right here. Yeah, maybe you just pet the cat. Either way, that, well, if we can pet the cat, that'd be worth it, I think. Okay, cat is selectable.
If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
Okay, so cat is selectable. Do I have to be back here for it to show up? Because it was definitely not moving from point A to point B to point C here while I was standing there. So I'm kind of under the assumption that by being back here, cat will go from here to here, wait, here to here. When it's here, I need to click on it to maybe pick it up or pet it or something. Adventure gaming. All right, we just get to hang out here for a moment while we wait. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Okay, cat's coming in. Wait for it. Come on, cat. Come on, cat. It does not seem like it's much of a nuisance, I'll say. This guy was really talking this cat down a little bit. Seems very chill to me. Although I would like it more if it decided to actually do something here. Does it normally take this long? I should run a stopwatch or something and see how long it takes to do the loop. Like if I just tuck myself in the corner or something. Because that might inform us a little bit more about like what's being affected. This seems like a long time though. Okay, so right and click, or right and left click do not do anything when the cat is there. I don't think there's anything.
The green scarf. It's Janet's.
I don't think there's anything that would make sense for that. It does seem like going over to this corner here is what makes the cat go. Took its sweet old time there. All right, while we wait for one pet. Oh, there it is. Give another one a treat. Why not? Whilst we wait. There she is. Oh, hang on. Get there. So we only go up to this spot. Very peculiar. Here's Bonnie. Here you go, bub. This is from Hit Marty. Thanks very much, Hit Marty, for the treat. Give you some extra pets here. Sleepy doggy. Some bombastic side-eye. Excellent. She's known for that. She's a sassy dog. Oops, this is not the right scene. It's that one. So yesterday we had made some disco fries. Meows and I if you were gonna watch a movie. So we had made some like disco fries and we had them set out and we made like a little bit for Bonnie as well because it was like just like basically cheese and bacon. We're not having it now. She just like made some stomps on the floor. Anyways, she was very excited about it. We gave her a little bit, just like some bacon bits, a little bit of cheese, and some French fries, and like, holy cow. She'd apparently never had that before, and I guess the idea of applying cheese and bacon to a fry or a chip made her. It just blew her mind. So I think she's been. There's a lot of side eyes yesterday whilst we were eating that. So I don't think that this cat is going to come in here. It's interesting to me that these barrels are selectable.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
And it does seem like the cat only appears when I'm over here. See this? What is the deal here?
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Trying to make it around the corner? Yeah. But maybe you have to sprint? Cat will run away if I go. Cat is selectable. I mean, it's possible I don't have the item maybe that I need to be able to do this right now. Like, I don't want, maybe I shouldn't waste too much time. Oh, what are we doing here? If I go like this, am I clipping into something?
I take it these drums contain fuel. That won't get me any further. If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
If I move too quickly, I will scare the cat away. We do have a couple different kinds of movement. You can double click and get the run. You can also do the single click, which is this sort of like, I don't know, walk situation. I have tried to do the walk a number of times now, and we do not make it in time. I've tried clicking on the cat directly, and we only get flush up on like this side for it.
That won't feel different with gloves either. That would be stupid. Of course, it can't work like that.
Of course.
I thought it wouldn't work like that. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
I mean, maybe we need to get into a second position now.
That's futile as well. If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
So this spot that I'm standing in right now is what happens when I click on the cat. And then if I do get flush here, I can't do anything with the cat. The phrase of I can't move too quickly only comes up when I try doing the sprint. So that sort of suggests, well, I mean, basically that means that we cannot sprint when the cat is around. But it does not seem like I can, I mean, it doesn't appear that I can move at all quick enough to get the cat at all in this regardless. If the cat moves to here and I go on the other side, it never shows. And the cat only also appears if I'm here and I exit. And the cat goes that way. Super weird. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. It's really odd, too, that if I click... I guess we can see. I'm going to stand here and see if the cat comes over. So I don't have to necessarily stand behind here, although it seems like that might be the case. Because if I click on the cat while I'm already on these side of this sort of like kind of wall thing, and I return back over here, I'm assuming that I do need to do something over on this side.
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement, the carbon paper, and the form for stationery procurement. But the carbon paper juts out a bit. That will be noticed.
Yeah, I forgot about that. This is the thing I have to remember, right? Is that there are also other puzzles that can be solved. Well, that may not be able to be solved, but there's always multiple things going on at the same time, but there's probably only an answer for one of them. Hey there, Johnny. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We are playing The Mystery of the Druids. So there's been no cat. There's been no cat.
Monsieur le Capitaine, when are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
No, I think I'll stay here for a bit.
Very well.
Um, Boy, this game is crazy. Okay, so the cat's reset. It only shows up over here. And it very quickly moves over to here.
If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away. Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes? Now what?
Oh, that's good news, Santa. All right. Hopefully they can get your cat on the right track, but I mean, that's better. That's not the worst news. Good to hear it. Hopefully we can figure out this particular cat puzzle in the spirit of helping your cat.
I'd like to speak to you about
What would you... Yeah.
Do you mind?
Sorry, I spent...
Could you give me one of your fish?
On a normal day, I would, but...
How many fish have? That's...
Yeah, precisely. I must try...
You're planning to...
No, no.
I see.
Sorry. Why don't you just buy a fishing rod of your own and come and join me? Who knows? If you're nice and quiet, you may be lucky.
I guess this is the other side of this, is that maybe we catch a fish and then that allows us to lure the cat in.
What are you planning to catch?
You may not believe me, but that's why...
Do you
Of course. They fell into...
And now there's not... That is it?
Don't you believe... Ask Captain de...
Captain...
Oh, he's... Oh, you'll have... I know he's...
Is...
Well, he... That...
It's like the cat, the fish and the cat all make sense. Get a fishing pole of your own.
Monsieur le Capitaine?
What can I do for you?
No. Something else like...
Small sailing boats? There doesn't seem to be much of a fishing industry here anymore.
Yeah, this game has been really interesting. It's really wonky. I'll say that. It's a weird game. But it's been pretty fun so far. My only real strike, well, my only real strike against this at the moment is the fact that it is a little crash prone. But I guess that comes with the 3D territory.
Monsieur le Capitaine...
What can I...
When he...
Into...
Yes.
Then come aboard.
Okay, so we're not, like, just straight up stuck here. I wonder if we have to go somewhere else. I suppose we'll try catching up with some of these other people. And then head back, I guess. Maybe we can get, like, the scissors now randomly. Or something. I'm gonna go in here. Let's see if he says anything about the things that we've mentioned. Can we just let ourselves in now? Are we friends?
It's locked.
We are not.
Good day to you, Mr. Blake. I'm back.
Ah, Mr. Halligan. You don't sound too cheerful.
What? Wait, what? I don't think she's supposed to be here. You don't seem too cheerful either. Sorry. Oh, wow. Well, this isn't awkward.
I take it your search was not successful?
Oh, no.
I went to Carmore, but I didn't find the amulet.
Oh. Did you search everywhere for it?
Well, I did the best I could, but that one-horse town really was the most godforsaken place I've ever seen. And now I'm just tired out.
Tell me what happened while you were over there.
What in tarnation is happening here? The music takes on a very different form here. He's just embedded inside Melanie there. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I went to the castle ruins.
So you found them?
Yes, that wasn't too difficult. There's hardly a stone of it left standing, though.
Yes, I know. And there was no sign of the amulet?
Like I said, not a trace. I'd like to talk about the amulet again. How did you...
It's...
What for?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to save the amulet. I found out that a 13th... I found a pic...
Really?
Yeah, I don't think this picture really saved us. That's it there, but obviously this is what we're looking for.
Well, he doesn't look as he...
Well, he must have... But I said with...
All right.
Take care.
Oh, she's gone.
I take it your search was not successful?
I went to Carmore.
Oh.
Well, I did the best I could. But that one-horse town, and now I'm...
Tell me what happened.
Okay, so there's not really much to glean from this guy. Quado vibes. Yeah, indeed. All right. Since she phased into a different location, why don't we say hi to her as well? Hey, Weird Proc. Hey, Goat Brush.
Locked.
Oh, do we have to call her again? I guess we haven't had anything that would concern her quite yet. Alright. Scotland Yard. So the reason I'm going to head back in here as we sprint into the building like a maniac is we should check on a couple things and see if anything has moved along. I don't really have high hopes for this. I have a slight worry that we need to find a solution to this cat thing, and that's sort of where our brain is supposed to be, but I guess this will at least kind of keep that in place in my mind.
Hey, Halligan. How'd you get on with Miss Turner? Are you going to see her again?
You could say that.
What? Really? Congratulations, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
And could she help you with the bones?
I think so. I'm on a new trail.
I see. Sounds mysterious.
It is, Chris. It is. Perhaps I'll tell you when I find out more.
All right, Halligan. Good luck anyway.
Thanks.
Do you not have anything around the grass yet?
Chris, I've got something else.
That was too powerful. Yeah, Gabe 20 did prepare us a little bit for this. We just saved, though, so we're okay. We didn't lose anything. We're gonna have to just kind of keep doing the thing. This face always makes me laugh, whatever's going on with that. Speaking of which. So I don't think I think we've done this before. Like, we've talked to this guy about the grass, so I don't think it's the end of the world necessarily if, for some reason, this continues to crash here.
Chris, I've got...
Which it appears it's going to. This is the Steam version. I did some reading that Hit Marty sent over some stuff, and I mean, basically after doing some related reading to this, it appears that the Steam version is missing a couple files, which is why this happens occasionally. If it gets really bad, I might rebuy the game over on the GOG side, which I think that one works a little bit better, but I think you can make this one work.
Hey,
What? Chris, exactly.
There we go.
okay, Brent. And what do you want to know about it?
Okay, so if I skip through all the text there, we should be able to make this happen. Again, I think we've already checked on the grass, and the last I remember about this is like that it's like he's doing an analysis or something on it, so it's not really a huge deal, but
Chris,
yeah, I think we've already talked on
what do you
this.
think about this?
This is grass, Halligan.
A good analysis. All right, cool. So I think that we're clear. We're good. It comes down to hanging out in France, I think. We've got some puzzles that are still open and available to us here. What is the thing here? Wrote this down in the old notebook. $196.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry. Hello? Who's speaking?
I'd better leave that here. I never use the receiver.
Yeah, okay. I don't think anything's moved along. All right, back to France. Let's go charge it to the game. So that whole thing is related to another puzzle that's ongoing where we need to get a pair of scissors, but everybody we work with stinks, so they won't let us borrow it. Yeah, that's what I heard as well, Weird Proc, is that like the GOG version's a little bit better. In an effort not to spend more money on this game, I've avoided doing it, but if it gets too crazy, we can always transfer it over. I had to do that with Toonstruck, strangely enough, but... Beep, 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 boop. Boop, boop. The bass on this song is so funny. So will the... I think the cat will only move if I'm over here, won't it? Boom, boom.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
And if I just stand here, it will eventually leave as well. I guess the question is, like, am I missing an item or not? So where is this cat? Okay, hang on.
If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
So cat does show up if we're over here. Curious. Oh, we're not even on the screen anymore. Here we are.
My case file. A bottle of apple juice. That's futile as well. A de chevaux. Probably the fisherman's. If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
It's interesting that we can click on the car. We can't do anything with it.
If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away. I take it these drums contain fuel.
What is this puzzle? What? I must be missing a piece of this. Let's go over inventory. This is grass, which is like evidence from the crime scene. Same with the bone here.
The green scarf. It's Janet. There's no point. That's the bone from Epping Forest. Wrapped up just the way it should be.
Sure. Green scarf, as mentioned. Gloves. These are the bags, the evidence bags. This is the clipboard with the information requisition on it. This is related to another unsolvable currently puzzle. Bottle of apple juice. This is a jar with fingerprint powder. Matches. And our case file. Boom, 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 boom. See, if I click on that, I come back here. Why? Why is this the spot to which we interact with the cat? Hey, Soul Driver.
That won't help either.
Got some apple juice?
Won't work like that. That won't get me any further. Excuse me, Pierre.
Yes? Now what? Thank.
If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
What is this puzzle? Really, the only context we have is that this guy doesn't like cats. So really what I'm working off of right now is thing with the cat upsets this guy. We get fishing pole? Question mark? There's been no cat coming in over here, so we must be too close. There's definitely like a proximity thing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cat knocking over the bait.
Looks like that won't work.
See, you can't knock anything else over. Can't put some stuff down to knock it over. Ba-da-bum, boom. Yeah, where's the lasagna? Oh. Okay, we've deleted Hal again. It's probably for the best.
I take it these drums
There he is.
contain fuel. If I move too quickly, I'll scare the cat away.
All right. My only like thought here. I'm trying to think. Basically, we've got. So the cat appears here. If we click on the cat, we end up over here regardless, which makes me think that we need to be down here to do whatever we need to do. The only other thing that's selectable on this screen is the car and the barrels.
I take it these drums contain fuel.
Not super helpful.
I'd better not light that.
I mean, that would be interesting though, right?
Think first, Brent. That won't get me any further. I can't do that.
So we're just gonna...
That is no
again,
important evidence, I'm sure about that. That won't feel different with gloves either. Nothing's happening. That would be stupid. Not a good idea.
You don't know where I'm going to be going with this. And then we did the file,
No,
right?
not a chance.
So it's just on a rotation, and it only becomes selectable here. So I guess next thing I'll try to do is maybe use the items, like all our items on the cat, and see if something comes together. Nothing is like screaming to me of like, this is obviously the thing you need to do with the cat. Maybe there is something in this list that I'm supposed to be like, oh, of course, cats love apple juice. Is that a thing? I don't think it is a thing. But maybe it is. Gloves. I mean, I don't know. There's like a few different things. So yeah, I'll try some items on the cat whilst it's here. It kind of makes sense, I guess, if we're trying to collect the cat somehow. You know, go full Guybrush Threepwood on this thing. Maybe we distract the cat by putting some, like, you know, using an item on it. Like, I'll try the, okay, that worked. Okay, not what I expected. Why is... Okay. Okay, so what I was thinking was, like, if I set, like, in my mind, I'm like, set the scarf here, or you notice I tried the scarf on this quite a bit. I was like, okay, a scarf is kind of like a string-esque thing, right? And like it can bat it around and it would be you know, occupied, and then I could sneak around the back and maybe collect it for some reason.
Captain Deneuve's cat, a rather stubborn beast, and on top of that it has fleas as well.
But, you know, again, I was thinking of using it with other things, but throwing a scarf on top of the cat while standing there was not actually something I thought that would work, but there you go.
Captain Deneuve's cat, a rather stubborn beast, and on top of that it has fleas as well.
Okay, so now what do we do? Why can we do this?
Think first, Brent.
Okay, I was like, what is the thing? Dip it in fuel? That sounds terrible. Yeah, the captain's just watching from afar. Kerplunk.
There! Did you see that? Did you see that? It's that damn cat again. She's knocked all my bait in the water. That's the third time this week.
Calm down. You can always get some new baits.
What about my fishing tackle? What about my telescope ultralight 47 for 800 francs? I can't leave it here unguarded. It could be stolen. I'll have to take everything with me, just because of that damned cat.
Don't worry, Pierre. I'll keep an eye on your things.
Would you?
Of course. No problem.
Thank you, my friend. Then I'll go right now.
Incredible. We're definitely not going to steal all of your stuff. Sure. So we got a bucket.
That's Pierre's bucket. It's empty.
That's our bucket now.
Pierre's fishing rod. A telescope ultralight 47, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Now what?
I thought it would the green scarf. No, but that's Pierre's bucket. That's Pierre's bucket. It's empty. The green scarf. It's Janet's. Pierre's fishing rod. A telescope ultralight 47, if I'm not mistaken.
So can we... What do we need what do we need this for? If not to actually go fishing. What was the story on that?
Think first, Brent.
Bucket.
Not a good idea.
Weird. Oh, geez, Santa, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, geez. Oh, man. I'm sorry, that's tough.
A de chevaux. Probably the fisherman's. That would be stupid.
Thanks, Halligan.
That's futile as well.
There's nothing else in this scene here, right, that I can interact with? No. Okay. We still have car and we have barrel.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got a... Pierre,
Yeah. Later, I have
thank you.
your way.
It doesn't appear that any of that's gonna help. I don't really know what to... I mean, that was a tough one, whatever the heck we just did. That seemed really obtuse. I mean, like, can we use some of this stuff with, like...
That would be stupid. It won't work like that.
What the heck? What the heck? All right, so I don't know. We have a fishing rod, right? And we have a bucket.
That's Pierre's bucket. It's empty. Pierre's fishing rod. A telescope ultralight 47, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like this used to be a tower, but it's collapsed.
I mean, there's golly. Use scarf on cat. Yeah, I should save. That's a good point. Let's get here and save. Good call. All right. Beep beep beep. Boop boop.
No way.
Boop. Beep 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 beep. Boop.
That
boop,
won't help
boop,
either.
Boop. Beep 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 beep. Boop boop. Okay, nothing. Just seeing if I missed any hotspots or something here.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got a...
I have...
You...
I
Sound...
But all...
Your mem...
No.
Really?
I have...
You were in...
Of...
I thought...
Quite...
Well, what do you know?
The castle.
That's saying...
Precisely, my... But none of it.
See if there's a hint in here.
Tell me more about the castle.
The castle of Carmoor was once the home of a... You've heard of the...
Oh, yes.
They were the last of...
Really?
Yes.
Do you know why they came to the castle?
They entrusted the Lord and his family with the safekeeping of something of great value to them.
What was it?
Nobody ever found out, my boy.
All right, what happened then?
The item remained in the family's possession for generations. But then the castle went to a descendant of the family who was not good and righteous, but cruel and mean. The evil Lord of Carmoor.
Was that what he was called?
That's what he has been called for centuries. He was a tyrant and a murderer. He enjoyed killing and held satanic ceremonies at the castle. Villagers would disappear from Carmoor and never be seen again. They say he was executed during the Inquisition.
What do you mean, they say? Was he or wasn't he?
No. I know the true story. The castle was destroyed before the Inquisition ever began.
But how?
The truth was told in a very old Breton legend.
And?
One day, a salt seller by the name of Gergen came to the castle of Carmoor and asked the evil lord for a drink of water. But the lord set his dogs on the man.
Go on.
Out of revenge for the lord's cruelty, Gergen hurled a handful of salt at the castle, which tumbled down immediately, burying the lord beneath it.
But why?
It was an ancient druid curse.
Salt.
How can salt destroy a whole castle?
Through the magic of the druids.
Of course.
Salt is a destructive element. It corrodes, it decomposes, it parches. It can make people die of thirst.
The salt seller had knowledge of druid customs.
Well, he certainly knew how to use the magic that druids employed to deal with their enemies.
Okay, so the druids are slugs. Got it.
So the evil lord died.
Yes. He's buried in the
Snail.
mausoleum in the castle cemetery.
Okay, in the cemetery. That's where we need to get to.
How do you know all this?
From age-old children,
What did the man want?
He said he'd lost something out at the ruin. A necklace, a family heirloom. It seems to have been very important to him. The 5 of them spent days searching the ruins.
5?
Yes, there were 5 of them. They rented rooms above the bistro. 5 bigwigs in smart suits. One even had a uniform on.
Did they find the necklace?
No, I don't think so. They left after a couple of days.
Interesting.
think
Do
we've
you know
asked,
his
but-
name?
No, I've forgotten. It was quite a while ago.
Thank you, Miss.
You're well.
All right. I think
Monsieur-
this
what-
is everything, right?
Yeah.
Late, I have.
You
I
sound.
but all.
You're
No,
re-
you were of.
I thought.
Quite
Well. What? That's
precise, but
Tell-
the you. Oh, they
really.
yes.
Do you know
They
what was?
Just making sure we
or the
didn't
eye,
miss
but
any.
was that's village days.
Okay, so this is all the usual stuff. Save. All right. I mean, that's a new line of dialogue. Salt, huh? A dog going crazy outside right now. Holy smokes. Not Bonnie. Bonnie is... I can hear her snoring in the other room right now. Salt. Do we need to go back to Scotland Yard and get some salt or something?
Monsieur, like
What?
when are you?
Into a.
Yeah.
Then
So I don't think we have anything salty. Like wondering if salt will assist us at all in any of these things. I guess we need to get through the door now. That basically solidifies the fact that we need to get into the cemetery, which we kind of knew, but how that's going to work, I don't quite know. Oops. We'll check Arthur quick again, because it's possible that, like, we tell him the salt thing, and he's like, oh, yeah.
Good
I
day to
have
you,
the
Mr.
key.
Blake.
You don't. I take it you.
I went to Carmel.
Oh,
Well, I did the best, but that one-horse town really was the most. And now
tell me what happened.
I spoke to the ferry's captain.
Uh-huh. What for?
He's from that area. He told me a few things about the Lord of the Castle. It seems you were right with your suspicions about the Druids. The captain said that the Lord of the Castle of Carmore was a descendant of a family charged with safekeeping the amulet by a group of British Druids.
That's very interesting, Mr. Halligan. It fits in with the text on the megalith. British Druids moved to France after the ritual. They took the amulet with them and gave it to this family for safekeeping. A few generations later, it fell into the evil lord's hands. Please, continue.
The Lord was obviously the black sheep of the family. He was cruel and unjust and spread fear throughout the entire province. The official version is that he died when the Inquisition hit France.
What do you mean the official version?
That's what I asked the captain. He told me that the Lord had actually died as the result of a curse.
A curse?
Yes. A salt cellar he treated badly threw salt on his castle. It collapsed and buried him.
Very interesting, Mr. Halligan. I've heard of such a curse before in an old Breton legend. So the Lord died due to a druid's curse. Who knows? Maybe the amulet was buried with him.
You mean I have no choice but to continue looking for it?
That is my opinion.
Okay, Mr. Blake. I'd better get going then.
Good luck, Detective Halligan.
Thank you. I'll be needing it.
I take it.
I went.
Oh,
Well, I did that, and now
tell me what.
Now I have to
I.
go through all this
Wait,
again.
please.
The Lord. He was.
What do you.
That's what he told.
A curse?
Yeah.
So the who?
Oh, one extra click. There we go. Okay, we can jump right back into it.
Possibly. Anyway, the amulet seems to have disappeared from the face of the earth. Maybe someone's already found it.
Mr. Halligan, the amulet is our only clue. If we don't follow it up, we have nothing to go by. You must find the amulet.
I went to the
So you found them?
Yes, that wasn't too difficult.
Yes, and there was no...
Like I said. I'd like to... You mean I have no choice?
That is.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Alright, so that's nothing new there. Although this could be a Gabriel Knight situation where, like, you have to have that conversation with Blake. Arthur Blake. And then suddenly, like, the door's unlocked or something weird happens. Okay, we're gonna go to the most dangerous place in the game, I guess. Save. Which is going into the lab. I don't know if the salt thing is something we can take away. I know that's a little bit of a stretch.
There's nothing I...
But since we're in town, might as well check.
Hey, Halligan.
What? Thank you.
And
I think
I see.
it is.
All right.
Thanks.
Are you all right, Halligan? How are you getting on?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thanks.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. It was a stretch. Nothing with the pizza, right?
Unfortunately, there's no pizza in there anymore.
Oh, sorry, pizza, excuse me. Because pizza can be pretty salty depending on how you make it. Okay, I don't think there's anything we need with her right now. Like, we're talking about, like, analysis of bones and things, right? I feel like we haven't really uncovered anything that would be of that sort of interest quite yet. I guess we'll check, though, because, you know what?
I can't hear any dialing tone.
This game has a tendency to, Okay, we don't even have any money. Okay, so I'm guessing that we do not need to talk to her then. That works, because the door is locked now. This guy seems to be doing well.
I really don't have the time for a break. Just a rubbish bin.
Just the fact that we just left him out there is insanity. Hello, anything new with you? Might as well do the whole sweep. The news is still out here.
Hello,
right
officer.
now.
Any news?
No, sir.
I just want to ask you something else.
Yes, sir?
You just said you know the other cases.
That's right, sir. Well, I read about them in the newspaper.
Okay, so nothing new here. I'll look at this thing.
There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable. The skull of the corpse. There's hardly any flesh on the bone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
The skull, yeah, I guess you're right.
That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Oops. All right, get me out of here. As we all know, skull's not good evidence. It's a packed ship today, huh? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum,
Monsieur le What can I...
ba-da-dee-dee.
No, I've changed my mind.
What? Well, it's up to you.
No offense.
None taken, my boy.
Was that just no?
Monsieur le
What can...
No, I don't want to talk to you. I guess so.
I've got a...
All
Bum, bum.
Yes, sir.
yeah. Later, I
Used to work for the Merchant Navy.
yeah. I
Sound.
But
Yes.
You're... Really? You were...
of
I
what?
Well... What do you know? That's...
Chris, but
Tell...
look, you. Oh, they would.
Really?
Yes.
You know...
They in.
Check and see if there's anything
They,
new.
but then
Was that...
that's what village they.
Bum, bum.
What do you mean?
But it would.
Dee-dee. Bum, bum.
So the...
Yeah.
This... How... How do you...
First,
Do you... What
the
fun?
didn't
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I think we've drained that well, basically. That is the end of that.
That won't help either.
Yeesh, huh? I've done nothing but sail back and forth, yeah. They were worried about this guy racking up a big phone bill. I'm gonna be really upset at the end of this case. He's not back with his bait. Yeah, right? Maybe since we've had the conversation about the salt, maybe we can find some evidence of, I don't know, something here. Boom, 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 boom. I hate how that little song is just it's in my head now. I don't see anything here.
The ceiling of the tower has caved in.
It goes to exit to the map.
A tower. A tower. This castle must have been a real fortress before it collapsed.
Holy cow.
It's locked. An iron gate.
Is there anything else on this screen? Exit. Cedric, help.
That won't get me any further. No, better not. It won't work like that. I should think up something else. That won't help either. I should think about... No, not... That doesn't work.
What?
Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod. Not a good idea.
Okay, the bucket is hanging from the fishing rod.
Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod.
The bucket is hanging from the fishing rod.
That doesn't work.
What are we actually doing here? Okay. We found the bait. No wonder the guy isn't back looking for his bucket.
No, not a chance.
Yeah. Again, I don't know. Has anything been particularly hard to reach? We couldn't use it with the door. I had like a weird thought where it's like, oh, maybe there's like a little flip lock at the back.
I'd rather think about it again.
Of the iron gate there. Like maybe you had to kind of like, fish it out, like kind of hook it. But now that the bucket is on there, I mean, I guess anything's possible. Dee.
That would be stupid.
That would be stupid, okay.
No, better not.
Dee. Can we use this at the water now? Bum, bum, bum. Do we put something in the bucket?
That won't get me any further. I should think. I can't. It won't work. I can't see. Nothing's happening. I can't do that. That won't get me any. Looks like that won't. Think first. Not a good idea. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. That won't get. It would have surprised me if the green scarf. It's Janet. No, not a chance.
Okay. Boy, this game is crazy, huh? Making a save. We did move forward a little bit. We're gonna celebrate every little moment. Okay. The bucket. We've tried it with, I think, roughly everything in France at this point. We tried it with the gate. I'm just trying to think. Like, what is that gonna help me at all? What other things we have? We have this puzzle kind of burning in the background. The game is very actively pushing me towards the cemetery right now.
I thought it wouldn't work. Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod.
Why?
It won't work like that.
It won't work like that. Whatever it is. That is I'm gonna admit it, that's a little bit of a tune now. If I can get that added to the playlist, I will.
No, better not.
For better, likely for worse. Hey, Mike. Yeah, the same it. Yeah, that's the one. It worked. It did?
That would be stupid.
That's exactly the same it, for sure.
That won't get me any further.
I'm gonna try it on all of these things only because it's all on the table here.
There's no point in that.
Okay. But see, that's what I would have thought too, but I'm regularly reminded. Oh, hello. Okay. That was interesting, like warp.
It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. I don't believe it will work like that.
I don't think there's anything else that's selectable. Let's try to phase through the door here.
That would be look, that's futile as well.
Okay. I think we can rule out this area for the time being. Not, I guess, saying that the bucket fishing rod situation is 100% tied to the success that we have here, like the things that we need to do, but it's kind of our best lead right now. Everything seems to be sort of
That doesn't work.
this sort of linear path right now. This would be like a hilarious solution for like trying to get Lowry out of the room. You need to like put a bucket in front of him or something. Doesn't notice you're in the room and then runs out and you can get the scissors or something insane like that. All right, we've done it on that one. So yeah, I think France is a bust right now. Bum, bum, bum. We've used this.
That's futile as well. It won't work like that.
I mean, this must be an even more ridiculous puzzle than the last few that we've done.
That won't feel different with gloves either. My gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room. A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence. A matchbox. Still hard. No, better. It won't work. No way. Nothing's. That won't help either. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
Yeah, me too.
That won't get me any further.
It's funny that this
I
has
better
a...
not like that.
I don't know, is this like a chemistry puzzle? Like, it's an iron gate? Like, iron, we gotta rust the iron or something? Like, is that a thing that I need to be aware of? Is apple juice really strong against iron that I, wasn't particularly aware of this at this point?
It won't work like that.
Yeah, that would have been wild, right?
No, a bottle of apple juice.
Trying to like kind of think of like really
Looks
long,
like that won't work.
like
That won't
far-fetched
get me any
ideas
further. I
here.
can't see any connection there. Nothing's happening. That's the bone from Epping Forest. Think first, Brent. Some tufts of grass from the place where the bones were found. In a bag. No way.
No way.
Think first, Brent.
Iron.
An iron gate. An iron gate. An iron gate. An iron gate. It's locked. An iron gate.
An iron gate.
Nothing's happening.
Use your glove. Put it in a
Looks
bag.
like that won't work.
Take it with us.
Think first, Brent. That would be stupid. It won't work like that.
Burn it down.
That's the bone from Epping Forest, wrapped up just the way it should be. That won't get me any further. That won't get me any further. An iron gate.
An iron gate. An iron gate. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. reset my brain a little bit. I'm also gonna make a cup of tea, because I feel like the caffeine will be good for me, and my sanity here. Let me make a save briefly. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, BRB. I'll put some tunes on here, and I'll see you in just a few. We'll catch up on the Bonnie treats when I return as well. There's a couple in queue, so be right back. Oops. Hello, everyone. We're back. I was just getting the camera in position here. Yeah, Bonnie and I stood outside for a minute, got some fresh air. You know, just soaked it in for a moment. And yeah, now we've returned for some more Mystery of the Druids. We do have Bonnie here. And I think we've got a couple of treats to get caught up on. Got... Let's see, how far back does this go? Perfect. So we've got 3 treats in total. Let me grab one more because I had 2 prepped. So we've got the first one coming in from Yo Chris Bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, clicking on the dog. You have to give the boop. We must boop. Boop the snoot. Thank you, Yo Chris Bro, for the first treat. We move onwards to Commander Rob for that one. And finally, we have a new one in from Hit Marty. Thank you, Hit Marty. All of the Manches and Crunches fit to print. Get a couple scritchies here. You doing okay, Bon? I think she senses my confusion in this game, and she's just like, what are you doing? Look at that yawn. That was an epic yawn. Very good. Well, thank y'all for the treats. We've got more gaming to get to. So let's get to it. Oop, there we go. Got a cup of tea ready to go. I don't know if it will help me at all, but we gotta swing for the fences here. Give it the old college try. Okay, so we left off here. In fact, just to make sure this is the right save, I'm gonna reload it again. Yes, okay. So we've pretty much exhausted everything.
Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod.
I want to use this bucket. I really want to use the bucket. But I guess I don't really know if that's the case. This is the problem with this particular game, right? And this happens sometimes in adventure games, generally speaking. But when things aren't mega clear, like as soon as you get a sort of like... I don't know, you kind of have a break, right? And you're starting to stack your puzzles a little bit. We were talking to some people. Got this location, which is great, but not a lot to do. They gave us another puzzle being like, hey, there's a gate you need to, you know, get past somehow. You have some other conversations, and then they throw the cat thing at you. The cat is very obtuse, but we did manage to get through that. The cat thing, the 2-parter, allows us to get the fishing rod and the bucket, which we randomly combine. Was not expecting that. And all these things seem to be driving towards this area here, but you know, it's a tricky one, right? I also have to say that I don't appreciate the game. When we were talking to Pierre over here, there's a line of dialogue that he's like, oh, you want some fish? Like, yeah, like if I had some extra fish, I could give some to you, but I don't have any fish. And then they have the cat walking around, and you're just like, these things must be related. Like, we need... Because I was making that joke before, where I'm like, oh, cats love apple juice, like, said no one. But I was like, but I think like, you know, it is a like kind of a tropey thing that like cats like fish, right? Like if anybody's watched like a Tom and Jerry thing or something like that type of level, like of course like that there's a connection there. There's like, you know, tuna and what have you, right? But that ended up being a total nothing. And like the game gives you so little to begin with that it's like really, really easy to sort of like obsess over these details.
What can I do for you?
Because they might make sense in any other game. But unfortunately, we're playing Mystery of the Druids.
When are you leaving for Portsmouth?
In 2 hours. Are you coming?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna head back out to England really quick. I really think, I've got like a gut feeling that this has to be in France, but there really is not a lot to go on. We've used, I guess we haven't truly used everything with everything in France. Maybe I should go and do that, but we can't really do anything at the museum. This is a situation where, yeah, that like, well, I think this will come up, or I say organically, but I think this will come up later on. I think this is a nothing for now. Arthur Blake we've talked to, and both times we've been there, we actually have gotten some new information. But we, you know, I think we've exhausted this for the time being. I mean, Epping Forest, I mean, we kind of did pop back in there briefly. I don't think there's anything there for us at the moment. I think we've gotten the bone. We got the grass. The grass, I think, is the really hard piece here, is to get that out of that location. Scotland Yard is always going to be a bit of a conundrum because there are things that are available there, like the scissors that lead to the information. And they give those things to you right out of the gate. Like, you know that these things are a possibility from the top. Should we do a quick facts check here? Make sure this is working. Scotland Yard's budget continues to get out of control thanks to this guy. I'm just going to try to exhaust a couple other things here, and then we'll head back to France. I have a feeling that we have to be there, but it just hasn't clicked to me yet.
Detective Striker's holiday started yesterday. Lucky devil. All our files are stored in there.
The other thing that it's worth me checking a little bit further is now I kind of understand how the game works.
Map of London.
Like the controls and sort of like some of the things you can do with conversations and stuff. So I wonder if there's other things that I missed in here too. I don't know if they're necessarily pertinent now, but they'd probably be important later
Chief?
on.
What is it now, Halligan?
This guy and Pierre would not get along.
Excuse me, but I didn't quite understand all the points of the briefing. Could we just go through it again?
My God, Halligan, do we really have to repeat it 3 times?
I'm really sorry, Chief. I was slightly distracted this morning.
Ha! Only this morning? Well, all right then. What do you want to know?
Where did Lowry go wrong?
Your dear colleague Lowry dealt with the skeleton murders last year. You should know that, Halligan. Lowry worked on the case for several months, and finally managed to pull a culprit out of the hat. A butcher from South London. A married man with kids. They gave him a life sentence. He was in jail till 3 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, so I think we've actually exhausted all of these. Security regulate. Yeah, I guess we're good on this. And our new inventory is purely related to this this bucket. So I don't think there's anything we can do with the bucket, I guess. Should we check on Lowry to make sure safely, he's still safely floating in the room? Okay, still in there. That's good. Maybe he wants to the bucket. This is the key here. No, can't. Just a straight up X.
Nothing's happening.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Okay.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
Okay. Well, looks like we're heading back to France, where people like us a little bit more. I feel a little bit better, I guess, about this because we are kind of crossing some things off of the list here.
That won't feel different with gloves either.
I don't know what we're going to need the gloves for quite yet.
That won't feel different with gloves either.
Can we use the gloves maybe to... okay, hang on. I have a really stupid thought that I don't think is going to mean anything, but this game is just silly enough where maybe it would be
Monsieur le
helpful.
Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
when are you leaving?
Into
So just bear with
Yeah,
me here.
then come.
We head back to Scotland Yard again. Maybe I don't know. Let's have another look at the gate, I guess, if this doesn't work. Get salty about the solutions. I think that will happen. I think it's already bound to be,
That won't feel different with gloves either. That won't feel different. That won't feel different with gloves either.
See, I disagree.
Far too hot to touch.
Too hot to touch.
That won't feel different with gloves either.
I don't know what
If
it is.
I pull that hose off, the whole of Scotland Yard will blow up. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Anyway. That was my thought. I had spent a lot of time looking at that screen. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I had the gloves yet. And the gloves would, in fact, like the one thing he says is that won't feel any different when I touch it with gloves. It's like, that actually would feel different, right? You're wearing gloves. Might not, might be able to hold it longer. Hey, overkill syndrome. This is the game for stupid thoughts. That's kind of how I'm feeling as well. I think we have to kind of just... Everything is on the table. Like, anything goes. It's all on the table. I've used, like... Let's touch
That
this with
won't
the
feel
gloves.
different with gloves either.
Because, like, if this suddenly was like, oh, you know what? It does feel different with gloves. We found the key to the door. Like,
That won't feel different with gloves either.
I would be upset, but I would be like, that's Mystery of the Druids.
I'd better not light that. My case file.
My case file. Light it on fire.
I don't want that. A matchbox. Still half full.
If this was KGB, you could do that. It'd probably be a dead end, but they would let you do that.
No, that won't help. That won't. I'd rather think. I can't see any. Think first. Of course, it won't work like that. No, better not. That doesn't work. Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod.
Where is Halligan? Did I just delete our main character? How do I keep doing this? There he is. I wonder if you could use that for speedrun tech there, because whenever that does happen, like, he just appears in the next screen like that. I don't know how to do that. There's probably a setup, I'm sure. I don't know if there's any speedrunners watching, but it sounds like something that you could probably sort out.
An iron gate.
An iron gate, Cedric. Unlock the gate. I'm really worried that this is like a secret I say secret, but I've like missed a pixel somewhere, and there's just like another room or something else. Maybe there's a secret brick. I don't know. Have we used everything in here?
That doesn't work.
Bag
No,
it.
better not.
Bag it and tag it.
I should think up something else.
We tried this.
Think first, Brent. I'd rather think about it again.
What else do we have? Light it on fire. Burn
I
it.
don't want that.
Burn it down. Read the case file. No. What? Okay. I might need a minute for that. I might need a minute. Hang on. Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. It's like we were saying. Everything is on the table. Everything's on the table. Yeah, good point. That Beneath the Steel Sky madness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we used the case file to open an iron gate.
My case file.
Okay. Okay, sure. Save. Sure. And that's the short version. Yeah, yo, Chris, bro. Unbelievable. Okay, well, here we are. Yeah, it looks like a giant keyhole. I agree. Like, I really thought it was like, I don't know. You know, this was starting to lead into one of those things where I was like in my head, I was like, there's got to be like a secret, like one of these bricks or something has a random punch in, and you push like you know what I mean? There's like a secret opening or something, or like I kept looking at this rock here, and I was like, oh, it's like a secret tunnel that leads underneath, or you know what I mean? Or maybe this was here because this has happened in this game already, where you see kind of a way to do something, but like on this screen over here, there's a tunnel, and then like you go underneath into another thing. You know what I mean? And like this is just like almost a red herring, you know what I mean, blocker. But no, we just apparently, I don't know, pop the lock or something. I mean, it's just madness. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like we can go to the left here. So there's an upper section and okay, so there's two halves to this. We can continue down the path, and it does not seem like there is anything else to look at here. So I guess we'll start this direction. Yeah, I'm gonna start breaking into people's places with a like a manila envelope. I'll be unstoppable. So I don't see anything to interact with over here. I'm guessing we need to take kind of the down path, but I mean, they made these backgrounds. We might as well look at them. Oh, okay, that we can look at that one.
A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. There's a hollow at the top.
It's a hollow at the top. Up here?
A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. There's a hollow at the top.
What is a hollow?
It won't work like that.
Anything else around it?
A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. I should think about it again. There's a hollow at the top.
Pour one out for whoever this is.
That doesn't work. That won't help either.
Okay, so this is a separate hitbox, it looks like.
That won't get me any further. It won't work like that.
Okay. Excuse me. So this is just like a divot.
I don't want that. I thought it wouldn't work like that.
I don't want that.
No, better not.
Okay.
I can't do that. Not a good idea.
So it looks like we have to do something
No, not a chance.
with the top here. Maybe we
I
don't
don't believe
have
it
the
will work like that.
context yet.
That won't help
Can
either.
you approve my information request? This works on other stuff randomly.
I should think up something else.
No. Okay. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. I'm sure we'll be back here in a minute. This is the way this game is going, though, right? You have this breakthrough, silly or otherwise, and then the game immediately makes you feel like a dingus again. Okay, random guy. Don't love that. So we can go to the left, we can go to the right, we can go back, and that appears to be our options. Cannot go into this building here. Okay. We'll go to the right first. Okay, so we came from over here, I guess. Another punch in over there, another punch in there. Another punch in. Okay, we'll start at number 1 here. Wonder if these are all related or something. Looks identical.
A gravestone. There's a hollow at the top.
Yeah, okay. It's a hollow at the top. I have a feeling that all of these are going to look like this.
There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. There's a gravestone. Pretty.
Okay, so it appears that we're going to need, maybe there's an ordering. Oh, hang on. What is this? So we can go back or we can go this way.
A mausoleum. I expect the lord of the castle's buried in there.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, that was easy. Just pop in, get the amulet, and be done with it.
The door's walled up. The door's... It's gigantic. The mausoleum is practically a castle itself. A mausoleum. I expect the lord of the castle's buried in there. It's gigantic. The mausoleum is practically a castle itself. The door's walled up. The door's walled up.
Okay. I don't want to jump to conclusions, because you cannot do that in this game. But it seems like those gravestones probably will open the door if we figure out whatever the heck it's trying to get me to do here. Another one of these gravestones.
There's a gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Yeah, okay. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum. There's another one. I'll have to keep track of where all of these things are. It's a pretty big area in here.
There's a hollow at a gravestone.
Yeah.
Pretty weather-beaten.
So this goes back to where we were, I think. This one will come around the far side. Got another one out there. Again, this building is not touchable at the moment. Same thing.
There's a gravestone. Pretty.
Yeah, okay, same deal. Another one, another one.
There's a hollow, a gravestone.
I'm just checking all of
There's
these
a
in
hollow,
case
a gravestone.
one of
Pretty
these
weather-beaten.
manages to be different. So far, that is not the case, but it feels like, oh, we have to use an item on each of them in a certain order. So this is where we initially came from. Running towards another gravestone. The hollow on top, I guess.
There's a hollow at the top, a
Yeah.
gravestone. Pretty well.
That is a lot. I hope they don't have to involve all of them. Maybe we'll just find the one we need. Okay. Bum ba dum. Can I get you to run? Thank you. I think this will take us to the top again. Who was the person that was walking around back there, I wonder? There wasn't a grave that we could select around this one, right? Oh, there is.
There's a hollow at the top, a gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Okay. So it should just be the one over here. Is there maybe there's another spot I haven't gone to yet? It's possible. Oh no, this would be the same. You're over here already. I do wish that this would just no respect for perspective. This is normal, right?
The door's walled up.
Can we slip the lock?
I should think up something else. That doesn't work.
It worked on the last door. So do we need salt now to make this castle crumble? Is that what I'm to be
Think first, Brent.
believing here?
I'd better not light that.
Yeah, the the ancient spell of file folders. Yes, I'd believe it.
A mausoleum. The door's walled up. I expect the lord of the castle. It's Jai. A mausoleum. It's Jai. A mausoleum. I expect the lord of the castle's buried in.
This would definitely like make sense to be like that was your hint, is like, oh, you need to knock the castle down to get inside. Meaning like we need to find some salt. But what the heck is up with these?
There's a gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. There's no... I should think about... It won't work like that.
It won't work like that.
Looks like I thought it wouldn't work like that. I can't do... Nothing's happening. That doesn't work.
Let's just get rid of possibility
Nothing's happening.
of something
No
silly.
way.
No way.
That won't get me any further. I thought it wouldn't work like that. That won't get me any further.
Skip that.
I'd rather think about it again. It won't work like that. That won't help either. I can't do that. A matchbox. Still half full. Looks like that won't work. There's a gravestone. No, that won't help either.
Okay. The fact that it doesn't have anything like telling you no is pretty interesting. Hang on. Let's see if we can maybe... Did we go this way? Yes, we did, right? Yeah, we did. I still haven't seen that person who was walking around in the back. I don't know if that was a glitch. It's hard to tell with this game. Considering we did see, like, Melanie phase into the other professor guy,
Futile as well.
the writer.
I'd rather think about it again.
Anything is possible.
No, not a chance. That would be... There's a hollow at the top. No way.
Hollow at the top.
That doesn't work.
Is that a castle for ants? Can't go any further, right? These are, again, just divots, or the bits. Door is not accessible here. The layout here is a little odd. It's not odd, I guess, but it's like making me think that I'm missing like a room, basically. Because there's this one here randomly that takes you to the mausoleum.
A gravestone.
Maybe we need to head back to town again? This is not one of them. This is definitely an adventure game. We can say that much. Certainly. That's about it. Hello, Copper Dinosaur. I mean, this is definitely a memorable adventure game. Well, I'll remember this one, even if you don't want to. It's just another one of those random gravestones. My best guess is we need to use an item with this. I just don't know what. Oh, both of these? Interesting. Did I notice that last time?
There's a hollow at a gravestone. There's a gravestone.
Interesting. There's two on that one. Doesn't seem to help us at all, but that is a thing. Oh, there he is. Do I need to slip the door here as well? No? Weird. I don't know what to make of that. I do not know. I'm gonna quickly go check town, I guess. Just to see if, like, something has happened. You know, something's changed. But this part all seems the same. I find it interesting that there was, like I'm not crazy, I don't think. There was, like, somebody walking around in the background. So I initially thought that we needed to find whoever that was and then have a conversation with them.
Monsieur le Capitaine,
What can I do for you?
I've got a... You...
But
You're... You...
I've quite...
Well... What do you... That's...
Chris, but
Tell them you... Oh,
they would get you. They...
What? All right.
The... But was that... That's what villagers they say.
What do you... But the truth... And?
One day, a salt seller by the name of Gergen came to the castle of Carmore and asked the evil lord for a drink of water. But the lord set his dogs on the man.
Go on.
Out of revenge for the lord's cruelty, Gergen hurled a handful of salt at the castle, which tumbled down immediately.
But why?
It was an ancient druid curse.
How can salt destroy a whole castle?
Through the magic of the Druids. Salt is a destructive element. It corrodes, it decomposes, it parches. It can make people die of thirst.
So the...
Yes,
The salt cellar...
well,
Monsieur le...
what can I...
When... Yeah.
That-
Okay. It seems like we need to find some salt. It seems like we need to find some salt. I'm just gonna poke around for some salt. It does seem like that's a the hint.
Good
What
day
we'll
to you,
do-
Mr. Blake.
You know. I take it.
I went...
Oh,
Well, I did that, and now I...
tell me what.
See if there's anything that this guy can help us with. Maybe we can borrow some salt.
I went to the...
So you.
Yes, that wasn't too...
Yes, and there was no.
Like I said. I spoke...
Uh-huh.
He's from... He told me a few things about... The captain said that the Lord...
That's very interesting. They took the please.
The official version.
What are you?
That's what he told...
A curse.
Yes.
Very interesting, Mr. Halligan. So the Lord died. Who knows?
You mean...
That is.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank...
Okay. So that's not really very helpful. That's unfortunate. I mean, I tried, I think, roughly everything. Everything with everything. Just thinking if there's any... No, I don't need a hint yet. This is going to be a lot of these
I won't
strings.
find anything I could make use of now in there.
It's going to be me, like, thinking about what to do.
There's only superfluous stuff in there.
But I'll ask for help if I need it, for sure. This is also a little bit of an unhinged section here. Like, each drawer is its own punch-in.
I'm determined to get...
Okay, it's not salty enough.
Leave them. I don't need those anymore. Nope, no darts.
No darts.
I've already taken one this morning.
Pizza.
I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. My writing desk. The cleaner will empty the ashtray. Smoking will be the death of me.
Just thinking. Kind of just going through the motions here to make sure that I know what I'm doing. I have a feeling that we just need to stay in France. It kind of makes sense that that's the case, but also, you know, just you never really know.
Are you all right, Halligan? How are you getting on?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thanks.
Just keep that yourself. Are you all right, Halligan?
Yeah.
All right.
I can't do anything with this. That won't help. Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod. A bottle of ethanol. Now the bucket's hanging from the fishing rod.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we can reuse this, unfortunately.
That won't get
anymore.
me in. That would be stupid.
That would be stupid.
There's nothing I can do with this.
Wonder if there's like a block of salt we can get. We can use the mortar or something.
These things are called Erlenmeyer flasks.
Stupid Halligan. Do 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 do. I need some salt or something to go into the divot thing. Rum ba da da dee. How much time do we have for this is taking forever to load. All right. We've got to be able to figure this out, I believe. Maybe coming back will show this person walking around again. Maybe not. I don't think I'm missing any rooms. I've kind of did a good sweep of this before. It's kind of interesting because usually puzzles like this have like a button, right?
There's a
And
hollow at the top.
you have to like figure out the order of pushing the buttons. And that's kind of like the piece on it.
A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten. Looks like I thought it wouldn't work like that.
I guess
That's futile as well.
oops.
Not a good idea. Looks like a bottle of apple juice.
I don't think any of these look different from the other ones, did they? They all kind of look just like this. Try not to be too logical. Honestly, that's pretty good advice. Can't overthink this.
There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
So this is the spot here. You can kind of see where the X comes on and off.
Think first, Brent.
Left click does nothing.
There's a gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Left click does the
There's a
same thing in both
gravestone. Pretty
both
weather-beaten.
spots. Is there any other hot spots on here? The only way to really tell is to sort of like check. There's not like something I'm missing from
That would be
a
stupid.
color perspective, right?
There's a hollow at the top.
Like that would be hysterical if it was like just a perfect color in here and this has like a number on it or something and it's like it says 1. Oh, that's the first one we need to look at. That one says 7.
A gravestone. There's a hollow at the top.
But these all appear to look pretty much the same. I'd go to as far as to say that like this is in fact the same image.
No, not a chance.
Keep wanting to use the apple juice.
That won't help. Nothing's happening. That won't feel different. There's no point in that. It won't work like... No, better not.
Better not.
Nothing's happening. I don't want that. Not a good idea.
We don't have anything salty on us anyway, right?
Fingerprint powder.
This is like salt, right? If this works,
Of course, it can't work like that.
that's good for all of our sanity, I think. It's like fingerprint powder. As we all know, is salt.
Think first, Brent. That would be stupid. There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Make sure there's nothing like sitting in the grass or something in front of it. Because I guess the other kind of puzzle you could see happening with these things is like, oh, there's something that we pick up off the ground that you use with it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's a medallion, and you have to use the medallion in the little divots or something. Maybe I haven't been looking hard enough at those. Hang on, let me just check. Okay. This screen has nothing on it. It just has 3 exits. Well, 4 exits, I guess, because you can leave as well. It's nothing color-wise. Okay, cool. I always have to check. These screens are particularly difficult for me because the amount of foliage. You never really know.
There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Yeah, da da da.
No way.
No way.
Of course. I can't see any there's a hollow at the top.
Is there like a... There's not a mechanic I'm missing, I hope.
No, not a chance.
So I'm waiting for this game to suddenly have like a goat, broken sword goat situation where it's like, oh, if you use middle mouse, like, that's press.
A gravestone.
Something insane like that.
Weather-beaten.
So this is the first one that we looked at. I don't see anything crazy here. Just checking for another exit, maybe? Looks like it's just the one on the bottom. So you don't have to click middle mouse button in Broken Sword, but that the goat puzzle like introduces a random thing where it's like randomly you can run, which it's only used at that one point and they never tell you that you can do it. It's like a timing puzzle that has pretty bad, or I guess like no explanation to it. So I always think of that as the example of like, oh, this is something that's not been explained to me and they expect you to know. That's a pretty bad one. I think the I don't know what the worst adventure game puzzle I've ever gone through. This is starting to make a lot of contenders, though, I will say, if I'm going to be honest. This particular game here, but the Gabriel Knight Cuckoo Clock one, Gabe 2 one, is a pretty that's a doozy. That's a doozy. That one I thankfully didn't lose too much time to during my actual playthrough, but it was unbelievable when I figured it out.
There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. There's a hollow at the top.
Because that to me is like a definition of moon logic, like. And yeah, sorry, we're kind of looking at these over and over again, and sort of the idea here is just that I'm trying to glean if anything is different from any of the other ones. Because when we did the kind of first circle of this, I was kind of just trying to see if I can like interact with any of them. Like one of them you can kind of do something to.
There's a gravestone.
But they all appear to be the same. In that you can't do anything.
I should think up something else. No, it won't. Not a good idea. That won't. I thought it wouldn't work like that. I thought there's no point in that. No, no, better not. Of course, it can't work like that. I can't. No, no way.
But yeah, these seem to be pretty locked in. Not like a folder on a gate, yeah. Which obviously would work. Have we looked at these? This one?
There's a hollow at a gravestone.
I feel like I'm finding new ones of these all the time. Yeah, it is worth mentioning that Broken Sword rules like that. It's easy to sort of like talk about that particular puzzle being a miss, but that game's actually really cool. I've played the first two and I like them a lot. They're really good games. I think they're essential adventure games, I would say. If you're going through the classics.
There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. There's a hollow at the top. A gravestone. Pretty weather-beaten.
Yeah, I am a little stumped on this one. I might need to
There's a hollow at the top.
Take this one away here. What an interesting puzzle. Like, wonder if there's like, I'm guessing I'm missing something in this interaction here. Just check the corners one more time here. All right. All right, I'm gonna save. In fact, I'm gonna make a new save file here. Graves. And I'm gonna quit out here. I am out of time for streaming today, but I will. I'll stew on this one, and we'll get back to it soon. I like that I quit out of the game and then it crashed, and now it's completely locked up. Love that for us. There it goes.